Welcome to Pretty Simple Country Cooking. So I have been talking about this apple butter recipe for a while now. So here we are, we're gonna make it finally. When we went to the pumpkin patch in Calhoun, Georgia a couple weeks back, we bought a bag of apples. Since then we have had a couple of them. They were red apples. For this recipe you're gonna need at least 12. And so I had 1 or 2 green apples too that I'm gonna add in there, okay? I've already cut them all up except for this one because I wanted to show you my little gadget. If you don't have this, you don't have to. I mean, you can use a knife, good old-fashioned way, but I wanted to show you how easy it is to cut them with this. Did you see that? All right, so all you do is put it in the center and it cores it. Takes the core out. I like to push it back through and then just pull them off. That's all there is to it. Or you can use a knife if you don't have one. But these are awesome. Amazon sells them and they're very cheap and affordable. Okay, so get your crock pot, core and slice your apples. Okay, so you will see recipes that say that you need to peel your apples, and you can do that. But in the end, we are gonna use one of those immersion blenders. You know what I'm talking about, the little handheld things. So it's not really gonna make a difference. In fact, I think it may thicken up our butter a little bit. So I just left the peeling on there. All right, we're gonna give it a go. So all you're gonna need, 12 apples, cut, sliced. I did not peel, okay? You are going to need 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground allspice, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So that's what we have here. I'm going to put that on top. All right. So that's that. If there's anything else you want to put in there, feel free to. And the last thing is 2 cups of brown sugar. This is light brown sugar. So you're gonna dump it and then spread it all over these apples. Let me move my cup out of the way there. All right. So that's it. I'm going to put the lid on here and we are going to cook it on high for 5 hours. And then I'm gonna come back, stir it up with my spatula, and then use my blender to make it into apple butter. Now, some are gonna say it looks like applesauce because at the beginning it may look a little thin, but it will thicken up as it cools. And this is gonna be apple butter that you put in the refrigerator. It's gonna last a couple of weeks until you eat it, but you cannot just put this on the shelf and you know, it lasts 2 years because I'm not doing the whole canning process. Although I am gonna put them in little glass jars like you're canning. It's gonna go in the refrigerator and use it as you need it. So it's gonna make a lot. So you may not eat all this, but you can give it away, you know, to your neighbors, to your family and friends as a little gift too. So I'll be right back after 5 hours and we'll do the next step. So I'll see you soon. Okay guys, here we are 5 hours later. This is what we're working with. Ooh, can you see all this yummy goodness? It smells so good in my kitchen. So I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do here. Here's my little blender. I'm gonna start doing this until we get it all smooth, no lumps, real smooth. So I'll be back when it's done because it's loud and you know how that is. So we'll be back in just a second. All right, so I've used my little blender here and I blended it all up. And you would never know that there were peelings on these apples. So I have mixed it up. And also I want to tell you, probably once or twice during that 5 hours, I couldn't resist. And I did come over here and I did stir it one good time. So anyway, I am going to put them in these little pint jars. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me see, put this over here. Got my little cup here. And we're just gonna pour it in. See that, isn't it pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. Now, I'm not sure how many of these it's gonna make, but that's okay. Like I said, we are not actually panning these. So this is not something that you're gonna put up you are not gonna put it up in your pantry, okay? But as long as you have an airtight container, you can put it in there. So isn't that pretty? I just love it. And I think you guys will too. So, I'm gonna continue to make, and I'll let you know how many I end up making of these. But like I said, put them in your refrigerator, and then you can use them as gifts to give your friends and family. And they will last, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks. And you can use this apple butter, and you can put it on pancakes, you can put it on buttermilk biscuits, what else? Muffins. There's all kinds of things that you can use this on. So, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. It's super good, but right now it's super hot and I don't want to try it and burn myself up. So, when I do, I'll make sure to show you guys in a later time, okay? Or I may do that before I post this video so you can see the whole thing. All right, so there it is, apple butter, guys. You can't beat it. It's easy, nothing to it. And you can share it with the people that you love. So, I hope you do that. Try this recipe, let me know how you like it. And then like, comment, share, do all the things. Keep your eyes on Jesus, and you're cooking pretty simple. Love you, bye. Okay, y'all, I had to come back because I always like to show you guys do a taste test, right? So it wouldn't have been a pretty simple video if we didn't taste it. So I ended up making 3 of these and then this tiny little jar here. So I've made me a piece of toast. And Jackson wants to show you something too. Come here. He had a frog riding contest today at school. Can you see? And this is his frog. And he wanted to show you guys. So that's Jackson's frog. And this is our apple butter. So I'm gonna put it on here. And let's see. Let's take a bite. See how it is. So that's just apple butter on toast. So I'm gonna take a bite. It's super good, guys. And I also let Josh try some. It's Josh approved too. So, you have to try this recipe. It's so easy and it's so good. It'll be so good on lots of different things. So, like I said, this has got to go in the refrigerator. And I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator too before I give them away. Because I did not follow the canning process to make sure that they're safe to eat afterwards. So about 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have this eaten by then anyway, probably. But anyway, I just wanted to come back on and do a taste test and show you guys how good it really was. So, bye again until next time. We'll come back on next week with some type of soup. Love you, bye. Tell them bye, Jackson. Bye. They didn't see you. Bye. Bye. Bye, y'all.